Hey, Piston Wrench Cycle. Welcome, family. Today we are taking a break on old Grace. It's hot. Yes, the hood's primed. I am working on the trunk. But today we're going to take you along to the Piston Wrench Cycle bike shop, where we're going to work on a 1999 Sportster Harley Davidson S&S Carb. It's an S&S E Carb, and basically I think this process will work for the E and the G. The G's for a bigger motor, but basically we have no acceleration. We can cruise around as long as we don't twist the throttle much. So I think the carburetor's been sitting for a while. I think the accelerator pump gasket might be bad. So we're going to tackle that, but I'm going to show you guys how to do this without taking it off the motorcycle. So stay tuned. I'm going to gear up and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. All right, guys, here's the 1999 Sportster we're talking about. And I'm going to try to get you in here to see what we're doing. So first thing you want to do, so basically what's going on is when you give the throttle some gas, you can go about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch throttle, and then you get nothing. It just wants to spit and sputter. So we're gonna do this on the bike to show you that the S&S carburetors, they're made for do-it-yourselfers, guys. You can pretty much take the carb apart and clean it and not have to take it off the bike. My assumption is the accelerator pump is no good by the way it's reacting, but could be something different. But we're going to start with this because this is the easiest. I got a rebuild kit for it already. Okay, let's set the screws in there so we don't lose them. Let's get this light out of the way here so it doesn't blind us. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we got to take these three off. Okay, you're going to take these out, and you're going to lift this up. The gas is off. Lift that up, and you can get to this, okay? And then there'll be 4 bolts underneath here once I get this off, and we'll get to that here in a second. So let me grab my tools here. Okay. Again, right now we're just trying to get to the carb. If you look at my my channel, we'll go over some of that in a minute. The very first video before YouTube was even cool was of me building a chopper with my father. I think it's called the Silver Horse is alive, something along that nature. Oh yeah. And that was my first video on actually this channel. It was like 15 years ago, before YouTube was cool. So, always been a fan of the motorcycles. So, and I like these older bikes. This is actually my father-in-law's motorcycle, but doesn't get a lot of rolling on the tires, if you know what I mean. So it's potentially, I think it's just gummed up here. Okay, so we're going to leave all that intact. Okay, put these over here. Now I got some rags because it does have fuel in the bowl because we've been riding it. We're going to take this off. And right here's, I mean, technically, if I wanted to, guys, I could replace this. The accelerator pump's what I think's the problem. And maybe that would just be done. But I'm going to take it apart, just clean it. I know it's been sitting here forever. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to take these 4 screws out. 1, 2, and there is one back It's back here, and then there's one back here on this side. But first, let's take the gas line off. We'll inspect that as well. Hopefully you guys can see this. Maybe it's better if I come in here like that, maybe. Again, we're gonna... Oh, that's tight. Yeah. We'll inspect this. Feels pretty good. I don't think it's ripped, but we're gonna plug that one. We'll go take it off. Yeah, so see, it's all right. Now, like I said, I could just go with the accelerator pump, but I wanted to, for this video, I want to show you can take this whole carb off. So we're gonna take this line off too. Overflow. Let's see if I can get this off. Right now I got gas all over it. Ain't gonna hurt to clean it all off. There we go. There we go. There's two. And this other one in the back here is kind of tricky to get to. I'm gonna steal the light so I can see it. Right there. Maybe. I'll take that off. With the camera around my neck, I'm gonna be able to see it anyway. So stay tuned. Before I pull this bowl off, I'll show you the video. This bolt over here, just so you know, it's pretty long. It's the only long one. Okay, I don't know if it's coming in or not. That's the size of that one, and the rest of them are here in the front are small. So we're gonna. Sorry about that. I want to get you guys to see this. And the other three, the one on the back, just had to get back here and get it. So it's a little gummy. So here we go. Okay. Now notice the O-ring here. We're going to keep that there. And obviously we're full of gas. And the plunger here, if you can see that, that's your throttle. So if I give this the shaft to pump the accelerator. But like I said, guys, we're gonna empty this gas out and I will come right back. Okay, so we got that dumped out. And here's the idle jet. So we're gonna take that one out. Don't worry, they're all tight, so you don't have to run them in and count. So we're gonna take that out. I mean, it's a little dirty, but you can see through it. I don't know if you guys will ever see that on camera. So, see through that or not? See that? You got it a little bit through the camera. Good. Okay, so we're gonna take that in there, and then we need, I believe it's a 1/2 inch. Yeah, your main jet. We're just gonna clean these. Okay. This is your choke lever, so I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. The main jet might be dirty. I cannot see through that. Well, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to take you back into the bench. It's hot in the bike shop. I got no air, no nothing. So I'll be right back. All right, folks, so here's the kit I got. I got it off Amazon. This is probably what I'm going to be most focused on. The accelerator pump. The gasket is still good. So I'm going to continue to use the same gasket that was on it. So we're not going to need that. But we got a lot of stuff in here. New hose if you want to use it. We may put that in there. But again, everything in this bag. Completely rebuild this kit. There's your jets. But we're gonna use, I don't see a main jet, but that's okay. We're gonna use what's in it. Okay, so, you know, the float, everything seems to be working. You know, we will replace these little rubber gaskets. And so, yeah. This is really dirty, so we're going to clean this out. Okay. So that's clean. We're going to clean the idle jet. We can see through that so we know we're good. Yep. Spray carb cleaner through it and it comes out the holes, you know you're good. Hopefully you don't have any cuts on your hands because I didn't put my gloves on today, guys. But again, I mean, it ran really good, so I'm not going to change. And it's not super dirty, so. But you got to wash this gasket, so. Or this rubber gasket. I think we got new ones in here, right? We're gonna take it off. Do this just in case. So we're gonna flip this over right now. And we're going to take this, because I'm pretty sure this is our problem. I'll clean all this up. You could dip this. There's products out there, the carburetor chem dip, or the, I have an ultrasonic cleaner, but I'm not going to get all that out. So let's spray this off first. See how dirty that is? We're going to do a before and after. Maybe if I can get it. There you go. Oh, yeah. It's going to look brand new with the shininess. Okay, now you gotta watch on this, guys, because there's little metal balls in here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, there's one, and then here's the other one. So we're gonna take that ball and put it over here. I just dropped it. And there's more gaskets. Let's see if I can see. All right, pumps. Let's see if I can see any holes in it. Looks okay. We're going to replace it. We might hang on to that. Okay. I think there's another little ball in here too. Yeah, that's another one goes in that. I don't want to lose that stuff. Springs. I'm going to leave those in there. I'm going to squirt this out a little bit. I'm holding on to those springs. Okay. Yeah, looks kind of gross. So we're going to spray and clean that out. Excuse me. Oh, what do I do with it? Yeah, I don't see any. I'm gonna look through the lights on this, and I don't know that I see any holes. I mean, it's got a little kink in it right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we'll go ahead and replace that. Maybe. Here it is. I don't remember this being this hard. We're going to test it. Seems okay. We're on the metal, so that's good, right? Guess we'll find out and put it back on, right? Right. Okay. So I believe that's it. We will put this back in. That's going to go right there. Okay. I'm going to double check my my work here, and then we'll put it back on, and we're going to fire it up in front of you guys to see if that's what it was. So if not, we'll go to the next route, but I think all this in here is really clean. I really thought this would be more damaged, but this was, the main jet was actually clean, and the idle jet was clean. So there is a kink, like I said, here, so maybe that was working its way through. But I don't see any tears in it. So, all right, we'll come right back. Okay, guys, we're back in the bike shop. I am going to put these jets back in. Gotta go find the hole, guys. Okay. Just making sure. Tighten that up. I'm trying to get you guys in here. The light in the shop is not real good. But you're gonna understand the gist. Thunderstorms raining again. Okay, don't over tighten nothing. Okay. And I left the gasket on there, the original, because it's in really good shape. So I'm guessing that this might have been done before. But here we go. Let's see if we can get this all back in there okay. Maybe. Look like we know what we're doing. I don't. I just act like I do. We just learn here, guys. Where's that hole at? Oh, there it is. Guess I should have cleaned those off too, huh? Maybe clean those screws, but listen. That back one's not real easy to get to. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But I'm going to get 3 of them in. This long one, pretty simple. Now this next one, guys, I'm going to have to get up in there. I just want these snug, and then I'll go back in, because I'm going to tighten that last one. Okay, going in. All right, guys, I'm going to try to do this holding the hand, but got the bolt on. We tighten that on, put the overflow on. I did put a little gas in the bolt, float bowl just to see, and you can see it squirting, maybe. You can see that. Okay, so we might be in business, so I'm going to work on putting this together. Okay, guys, I want to show you something. Make sure when you put this back on, you don't miss the choke. Okay, if you put this on, you know, you got to lift this up to get this bolt out. Sorry, you got to lift this up, the choke up, to get this out. To put it back in, though, you got to make sure you get it in the choke. So we're good. Opens, closes, okay. All right, we're going to put these 3 screws back in. And like I said, I don't know if this is what it was, but this is what I think it was. So we're going to start it up in front of you guys. See if that's what it was. You know what, though? This is going awfully tough, so let me loosen that back up. Put this up. Tighten these in first. Oops. Guess you want to see what I'm doing, right? So basically, guys, I'm going to tighten these 3 up and tighten these up. All right, I'll come back on when it's on, and then we'll get ready to start it, and I'll start it in front of you guys. Hang tough. All right, guys, so it's back on. I have everything but the cleaner on. We're going to turn the gas on, and we're going to see what happens. Remember, as soon as I would crack the throttle, it would sputter. So maybe I fixed it maybe I made it worse. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to open up the building because it's... There's all my Mustang parts. Yep, I know. Okay, here we go. Turn the gas on. Turn the key on. Probably don't need to choke it, but we're going to. We're in neutral. Okay. You can't tell me you don't love that sound. That is a 1999 Harley Davidson Sportster 1200 with an S&S Carb, and just showing you guys you can take the carburetor out without taking it off the throttle cables and all that stuff. And the accelerator pump was the issue. Maybe it was plugged. Maybe it's because there was a kink in that gasket. But I couldn't do that before, guys. You would hit the throttle. I didn't want to do it before I messed with the car because it'd be hot. But you hit the gas and it just spit, sputtered, and fell on its face. So let me get out of the shop here and we'll recap. Okay, guys. So I'd say that's a success. It's raining right now, so I would take it out for a test drive. But let me know if you guys like that video. I know it's something different. It's not working on the Mustang. But before we started, K-Dog and I were up to almost 3,000 subscribers. So we appreciate it. We're trying to find content with what we're doing, within what we're doing, that you guys will stay watching. You know, she's not making any money yet, folks, and that's okay. You know, we have the subscribers, we just don't have the watch time. If those of you want to know how that works. But it's okay. I didn't do this to make money. K-Dog thought this would be a good idea for her and I to share our progress in the Mustang. But hey, remember, we got merch. Check out our merch on our homepage when you go to our channel. And sorry if you hear the rain, it's really coming down. And like and subscribe. Share with your friends. It's car show season. So if you guys are anywhere in Ohio, ping me. Type it down in the bottom, and K-Dog and I will see if we can make one, because we can't make it yet with Grace. So we're getting there. But stay tuned. We got some body work coming up. And look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Thanks, and have a happy 4th of July. I don't know if we'll have a video next week, but if not, have a happy 4th of July, America. That's what it's about. Freedom. It allows us to do these kind of things. So I appreciate it. Talk to you later.